Welcome to the first round of public consultation for Elgin in Motion Transportation Master Plan. This set of fairly detailed slides will provide an introduction to the study, some context and findings relating to transportation in Elgin County, and information about next steps and additional consultation opportunities in the study. This set of information slides I'll be showing are also available as a PDF file at engageelgin.ca if you prefer to just review the static slides. The next few slides will introduce you to the study process. Again, welcome. This slide explains the study purpose. The County of Elgin has initiated a study to develop the county's first Transportation Master Plan, or TMP, a long-term strategy to guide the planning, expansion, and management of a multimodal transportation system, the infrastructure and services that move people and goods. It is important to note that transportation includes roads, public transit services, goods movement systems, and cycling and walking networks. The TMP provides strategies and policies that align with the County of Elgin's growth and support its vision for the future transportation system. The TMP will set the direction for developing the county's multimodal transportation system, lead the county toward a more safe, accessible, equitable, and sustainable transportation network, supporting local and interregional connections for all travel modes, including the provision of transit, while strengthening local economic and tourism opportunities, and support the transportation and growth management strategies of the official plan, provide policy directions, and inform long-range financial planning. At this point in the study, we are establishing the transportation needs and opportunities that the TMP will serve to address. Effective consultation is a critical aspect of this study. We want you to help us shape transportation in Elgin County. The purpose of this consultation is to introduce Elgin in Motion, the county's first TMP study, to members of the public, invite feedback on the draft transportation vision and goals, identify transportation needs, issues, priorities, and opportunities. You can also watch a short video about what the TMP is all about at this site, engageelgin.ca. This slide provides an overview of the study process. It is important to note that the TMP has 4 phases. We are in phase 1, where we identify needs and opportunities. The tasks in this phase include to review existing transportation network, develop study vision and goals, develop travel demand forecast, and identify transportation needs and opportunities. Future phases of the study will take place in 2021 and early 2022 and include Phase 2, develop and assess network alternatives, Phase 3, develop supporting strategies and policies, Phase 4, prepare the Transportation Master Plan document. We are currently in the first round of public consultation. There will be a second round of public consultation where we present draft elements of the TMP, as well as a TMP document public review period. We need you to help shape the TMP. The TMP study provides opportunities to share your input and help the TMP best reflect the values of county residents. We need your feedback to help Elgin become one of the most livable counties in Ontario. We want to hear your priorities, concerns, and issues about the transportation system to help develop appropriate mobility solutions and help identify what the TMP should address. To provide your input during Phase 1 of the TMP study, visit engageelgin.ca, where you can learn more about Elgin in Motion, register to get involved, complete the online survey, pinpoint areas of concern in the mapping activity, and see the latest updates. This slide presents some context about the county. Elgin County has grown to a population of over 50,000 people and is projected to grow to 100,000 in the next 30 years. Elgin County covers 1,800 square kilometers in land area along approximately 120 kilometers of Lake Erie shoreline. Transportation connections between the county's many hamlets and communities and with neighboring municipalities such as St. Thomas and London are essential to supporting the quality of life in the county. A growing county means it's more important than ever to have a TMP to guide the movement of people and goods. Agriculture, tourism, and developing manufacturing and logistics industries are important drivers of the county's economy. Provincial Highways 401, 3, and 4 provide convenient access for visitors and for industry to connect to broader markets. Elgin County is an upper-tier municipality with 7 local or lower-tier municipalities. In the area of transportation, the county's focus is on providing connectivity between local municipalities and with neighboring municipalities. The TMP will strive to respond to the transportation needs of both urban and rural residents. It is important to consider the planning context of the TMP. The TMP study is informed by local, regional, and provincial plans and policies and requires a coordinated approach between land use planning and transportation planning. This will ensure the TMP meaningfully reflects the priorities of the county and its 7-member municipalities and conforms to provincial direction and considers the plans of adjacent areas. This slide lists various plans and policies that the TMP will review and strive to align with. The next set of slides presents the vision, goals, and principles that will guide the TMP development. The draft transportation vision is a statement of the TMP's aspirations and articulates the desired future state of the County of Elgin as it relates to its transportation system. The vision will shape decision-making to help lead the county to where it wants to be at the end of the TMP horizon. Recommendations within the TMP will be developed to help progress toward achieving the vision. The draft vision is that by 2051, Elgin County's transportation network will be efficient, dependable, and flexible in meeting the evolving needs of residents and businesses across the county while reducing its impact on the environment and climate change. The network will provide travel options regardless of income or ability. Do you agree with the draft vision statement? Are there changes that could improve it? Share your input by taking the survey at engageelgin.ca. The draft goals break down the vision into a set of desired outcomes. They further guide decision-making during the TMP study. Defining the study's goals is a necessary step in the municipal class environmental assessment process. It is important that the goals align with what the residents and stakeholders in the County of Elgin want the transportation system to be, as these goals will be used to evaluate potential recommendations later in the study. The 6 goals for the TMP are as follows: efficient county and interregional connections, healthy communities, economic prosperity, environmental protection, future readiness, and fiscal responsibility. A brief description is also provided for each of these goals. Tell us what you think. How important is each of the draft goals? Please share comments you may have about how the goals can be improved by taking the survey. The guiding principles shape how the TMP study is conducted, reflecting best practices adapted to suit the county's needs. The draft principles guiding the study are: 1. Plan for an efficient and accessible multimodal transportation network supporting cycling and transit as feasible travel options. 2. Support the safe and dependable movement of people and goods. 3. Plan for transportation equity to ensure the transportation network meets the mobility needs of all county residents. 4. Encourage efficiency and compatibility by integrating transportation and land use planning. 5. Contribute to building healthy and complete communities. 6. Protect transportation corridors for all modes to meet the needs of future residents and visitors. 7. Provide meaningful opportunities to engage with the community and other stakeholders. 8. Support and emphasize fiscal responsibility to be able to deliver programs and services now and in the future. 9. Support strategies to reduce negative impacts on the environment and be resilient to the impacts of climate change. 10. Consider the values of residents and develop solutions that are context-specific to protect and enhance the character and cultural heritage of Elgin County. The next set of slides describe county connections and travel patterns and trends as served by Elgin County's transportation system. Statistics Canada collects journey-to-work information that provides insights into the types of commuting connections that are important to Elgin County as can be shown by this conceptual map of commuting flows. The green arrows show the work trips by county residents that take place within Elgin County. The light blue arrows show the work trips by county residents to outside of Elgin County. The darker blue arrows show the work trips by residents outside of the county to Elgin County. And the gold-colored arrows show the work trips that only pass through Elgin County. In terms of numbers, according to the 2016 census, of the nearly 17,000 employed residents of Elgin County with a fixed place of work, 37% work within the county, 27% work in London, 19% work in St. Thomas, and 17% work elsewhere. Elgin County is also the workplace of 1,450 St. Thomas residents and 1,825 residents from other municipalities. This all shows the interconnectedness of the county both between local municipalities and with neighboring municipalities. Elgin County's transportation network connects workers with their livelihoods within and outside of the county, among other vital travel needs and connections. This slide has some information on how Elgin County residents travel to work, based again on Statistics Canada data. Overall travel mode shares for Elgin County are shown in this pie chart, and the bar chart to the right shows the mode of travel to work by residents of each local municipality. The mode shares are shown on a per-person trip basis and include auto trips with just the driver in the car, auto trips with 2 or more people in the car, public transit at any point along the trip, and active transportation such as walking and cycling. As a result of relatively long travel distances and limited alternatives to auto travel, 94% of commuting traveled by Elgin County residents is carried out by car. Among auto commuting trips, 86% of commuters travel in single-occupant or driver-only vehicles. Of course, active transportation such as walking and cycling becomes more viable for shorter local trips. The TMP will aim to increase the feasibility of non-auto travel modes. Note that transportation equity is important to ensuring the TMP supports a transportation network that meets the mobility needs of all residents in the county. This slide describes how travel needs may be changing in Elgin County. First, the age distribution of Elgin County has been changing with higher proportions of older age cohorts, similar to surrounding areas. For example, while the population of Elgin County and St. Thomas increased 6% between 2006 and 2016, the population age 65 plus increased 35%. The TMP will aim to ensure travel mobility for residents aging out of driving while providing options that also serve the transportation needs of younger age cohorts. Another major factor is COVID-19 and its impact on travel in the county. The chart shown here is based on mobility data collected by Google. It shows differences in trip rates to different types of destinations in Elgin County relative to a pre-pandemic January 2020 baseline. Trip types shown are retail and recreational destinations as a gold line, grocery and pharmacy destinations in blue, workplace destinations in green, and residential destinations as dotted black lines. The trip rates shown reflect our experience during the pandemic. In late March or April 2020, at the start of the pandemic, stay-at-home orders kept everyone at home or close to home. As the pandemic restrictions eased up, retail and recreation trips recovered to some extent, and workplace trips started increasing as well. Trips to grocery and pharmacy destinations became more common than before as people were buying groceries to prepare at home rather than eating out. Trip-making activities changed again as restrictions were tightened in late 2020 and early 2021. Some of these pandemic effects may result in long-lasting changes to transportation. The pandemic has changed how, when, and where people travel in the county. The shift to working from home more often may last beyond the pandemic, together with an increased emphasis on local transportation to support local trips. Please share any comments you may have on changing travel trends and opportunities that the TMP should consider by taking the survey. This next set of slides have been set up to help draw out issues, needs, and opportunities for different aspects of Elgin County's transportation system. The County of Elgin is responsible for 689 kilometers of county roads on the county road network, shown here. The traffic volume levels on this county road network are shown in this map. The busiest roads, shown in shades of red and dark red, include some of the central north-south connections. The TMP will aim to address issues and challenges identified with the county's road network and to act on opportunities to better accommodate growth in the county. The TMP will include a framework to identify the degree of county interest in each road segment to help prioritize improvements and to identify potential changes in road jurisdiction. The TMP will also review the county road classification system and clarify the role of each county road segment. What concerns do you have as you travel the county road network? Share your input by taking the survey. Another way you can provide input is to pinpoint areas of concern or other transportation issues using the mapping activity at engageelgin.ca. Active transportation, or AT, is human-powered travel such as walking and cycling, as well as travel with the use of mobility aids. The TMP will consider strategies to improve AT infrastructure and facilities. The TMP will update the current Elgin-St. Thomas Cycling Master Plan. A map of the 2020 version of the plan is shown here. The TMP will aim to increase active transportation amenities, improve safety, and better connect communities. Enhancing safe active transportation options and improving connections between travel modes is important to developing a robust multimodal transportation system. The TMP will establish recommended locations for cycling infrastructure, multi-use trails, and connecting links. What would encourage you to walk, cycle, or use mobility devices more often? Let us know by taking the survey. Public transit services can reduce car dependence and provide a more economical and environmentally sustainable way to travel to daily needs such as employment, shopping, education, and social visits. However, the provision of transit services in rural areas is challenged by long distances and relatively low demand for services. The TMP will support the advancement of innovative public transit options in the county. As part of the TMP, a transit feasibility analysis will identify key areas for transit connections within the county and to neighboring municipalities. The analysis will look to recommend priority areas for pilot projects, transit policies, and service partnerships. Existing transit services in and around Elgin County are listed. TGO Transit is run by the town of Tillsonburg. Its Route 3 connects Tillsonburg and Port Burwell. Four Counties Transit is an on-demand service for residents in West Elgin, Southwest Middlesex, Newbury, and Chatham-Kent. Local Motion operates within the city limits of St. Thomas. The 2020 strategic plan proposes a regional transit plan between St. Thomas, Elgin County, and London. Accessible transit services include St. Thomas Parallel Transit, Victorian Order of Nurses, and Your Taxi, Wheelchair Bus, and Wheelchair Taxi, among others. Nearby interregional transit connections include Via Rail stops in London, Woodstock, and Ingersoll. Do you want to see public transit service in Elgin County? What public transit connections would serve you best? Share your thoughts at engageelgin.ca. The TMP will also recommend ways to support the efficient and reliable movement of goods to, from, and within Elgin County while reducing the related safety and environmental impacts. Elgin County's thriving agribusiness industry, comprising nearly 1,500 farms, relies on the transportation system to send farm products to markets and processors. This map of Elgin County's crop inventory shows that a very high proportion of land in Elgin County is actively being cultivated to grow corn, soybeans, and other crops, or is used for pasture. The county's strategic location along Highway 401 greatly benefits manufacturing and transportation and logistics industries. The TMP will also investigate strategies to support freight rail transport, for example, via Canadian National Railway and Ontario Southland Railway connections in the county. The TMP will consider how to support businesses while managing the movement of freight throughout Elgin County. Let us know your thoughts about issues or opportunities regarding trucks and goods movement by taking the survey. Transportation can also support tourism. Elgin County offers visitors a peaceful getaway to scenic shorelines and waterways, conservation areas, cultural heritage sites, wineries, unique boutiques, and more. The TMP will look to enhance the tourism experience through transportation. This may include building on tourism corridors. The County of Elgin official plan identifies selected county roads as tourism corridors, as shown in this map. Tourism rail, specifically the Port Stanley Terminal Rail Line, and cycling and trails networks, which support cycling and hiking as key tourism activities. The final section presents next steps in TMP development and how you can get involved. Following public consultation phase 1, we will review public feedback to better understand the priorities of county residents, finalize the vision and goals based on your input, outline the transportation needs, issues, and opportunities building on your input, commence phase 2 of the TMP study and develop recommended infrastructure projects and services, commence phase 3 of the TMP study and develop supporting policies and strategies, present recommendations at the next round of public consultation expected to take place in November 2021. The project leads who will be paying close attention to your input include Brian Lima and Peter Duchuk from the County of Elgin and Anna Mori from IBI Group. That's me. They can be contacted at tmp@elgin.ca. And finally, please help shape the TMP. Go to engageelgin.ca/transportation master plan to read the frequently asked questions and learn more about Elgin in Motion. Complete the online survey. Pinpoint areas of concern in the mapping activity. Submit questions to the project team and see the latest updates and future public consultation opportunities. Looking forward to hearing from you.